Ja, Freunde, herzlich willkommen zum Schniedel der Wahrheit. Penis. Letztens sind wir halt stehen geblieben, haben nämlich das Herz gefunden und dann sind wir zur zur Agentin gekommen. Und jetzt gucken wir hier weiter.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Möglicherweise. Also Ellen ist halt einfach nur gefangen, Mann.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath.
Okay.
Dead eyes of the victim staring at something it couldn't.
Okay, sie hat einfach der Schnauze. Scheiße, gib mir einfach nur einen Sack. Er redet halt ganz wie Max Payne, ne? Also wirklich, und er sieht aus wie Max Payne quasi im ersten Mal. So, ich schau mal nach. What the fuck, Alter. Massiv Lag, Alter. Ah, sorry, irgendwas knallt bei mir gerade richtig rein. Warte. Aber da kommen wir jetzt nicht so einfach rein, oder? Okay.
I'm a writer. I write. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this.
Soll ich eigentlich überhaupt hingehen? Jetzt komme ich halt wieder raus, oder was?
Apartement Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Das geht zum Apartment in Apartement Tower. Das heißt hier hin. Okay, kein Problem, machen wir.
Maybe he was a victim. Writer. Maybe he was a victim. Writer. Maybe he was a victim. The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all.
Ja, gute Frage, Alter. Das frage ich mich auch die ganze Zeit, ob vielleicht nicht Alan Wake das alles erschaffen wird. So oder so einfach beschissen. Hat er gesagt. Keine Fotos.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Alice.
Big photos for the exhibition.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Warum packt eigentlich überhaupt die Waffe weg, Mann? Und da haben wir was.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Mhm. Was? Wieder Kunstdoku auf Bildschirmen. Focal Point in a Dark Place. Okay. Gibt es hier was zum Entdecken? Part 1.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
Benutze die Speicherkamera mit der Videokamera. Okay. Schauen wir uns das an. Vielleicht ist es ein schmutziges Video. Helikopter, Helikopter.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money.
Und der Einsatz
He brought
gekostet.
me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right?
Ab
We
und
loved
zu.
each other.
Okay.
Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like.
Da schau. Da bewegt sich sowas.
I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly.
Tja.
Easy for people to think it was my fault.
Nee.
Hell, I do too sometimes.
Würde ich jetzt nicht sagen, aber okay.
About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
Okay.
He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew.
Okay.
I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her.
Und rein.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere.
Hat er gerade keinen
Put
Kopf?
me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Wirkt ziemlich tot. Oh, erschossen. Gut. Also gut getippt von meiner Seite. Cool, Kapitelende. Es ging ja relativ schnell. Dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Kapitel.